The trouble began the day before my birthday. I don't usually fuss over my birthday. My husband's silly quip about being wed to an older woman and a chocolate bar are celebration enough for me. So when my phone buzzed and my mother's voice came through, dripping with an unnatural sweetness, I sensed something was off. "Darling, we've sent you a little gift," she chirped, her tone so syrupy it could have been poured from a bottle. "It'll arrive right on time." My parents were never punctual unless it involved my sister, so I played along. "Oh, great, thanks," I said, keeping it vague. She giggled, a sound my mother doesn't make. "It's just a small token of our affection," she added. That word, affection, should have tipped me off. She never says it without following up with a reminder that I'm too emotional. But after 34 years of scraps, a tiny part of me wanted to believe they were finally making an effort. They weren't. The next morning, my birthday, my husband, Malik, made pancakes and let me sip coffee in bed while he took a work call. It was calm, cozy, until the doorbell rang. On the doorstep sat a plain cardboard box. No bow, no card, no cheery, "Happy Birthday, Nina" sticker. Just a dull brown package with a printed label, sealed with robotic precision. Malik carried it to the kitchen and set it down, eyeing it like it might sprout claws. "That's from my parents," I said. He didn't reply. "Mom called yesterday about a gift, but nothing's shown up," I added. "Then don't touch it," he said, dead serious. I laughed. "What, you think it's hexed?" He didn't smile, just pointed to the label. I looked closer. No handwriting, no personal touch, just a printed shipping tag with my name and address. "What's the return address?" I asked. A P.O. box, not their street, not even their town. A chill crept up my spine. Malik tapped the box's edge. "See that?" he said. I leaned in, heart pounding. Something about it felt wrong, not fear, not yet, just a familiar unease. Neither of us spoke. He stepped back, my phone rang again. It was Mom. Malik glanced at the screen. I hit speaker. "Sweetie, did it arrive?" she asked, voice sugary. I hesitated, thumb hovering over the end call button. "Yeah, it's here," I said. "Did you open it?" she pressed. Staring at the box, I lied. "Yeah, I opened it. It's lovely, thanks." "Oh, honey, we just wanted you to know how much we care. You're our girl always." My stomach twisted. She'd never called me that, not at my graduation, my wedding, or when I broke down after a miscarriage 2 years ago. Malik shot me a look. I shook my head. "You're so strong, Nina," she added, voice sing-song. Then she hung up. We stood there, the box looming between us like it was listening. "I hate how sweet she sounded," I admitted. "I know," Malik said. "She only calls me sweetie when she's lying." I nodded. "They never send gifts. Remember when they gave Sophia a Peloton and me a half-burned gas station candle?" Malik smirked. "I think that candle was cursed." We lingered, staring at the box. I wanted to hurl it out the window and set it ablaze, which felt contradictory but summed up my family perfectly. I sat down. Malik made tea. The box stayed untouched on the counter, silent but heavy with meaning. 30 minutes later, a knock. Not a neighbor, not a delivery guy, a uniformed officer. "Are you Nina?" I nodded. "We got a report about a package delivered here. Mind if we come in?" I let them in, heart sinking. That's all I'll say for now, because the box and its fallout are still raw. To understand this mess, you need to know my life. Or at least my sister, Sophia, 3 years younger, carries none of my burdens. If I'm the responsible one, she's the free spirit. If I track everyone's birthdays, she's too overwhelmed to try. She was the golden child, not the overachieving kind, but the let's not upset her kind. Her tears were her superpower, my dry eyes were my flaw. The first time I took the fall for her, I was 8. A hideous green vase, our family's supposed treasure, lay shattered in the hallway. Sophia stood over it, lip quivering like a cartoon. I walked in, saw the scene, and knew what was coming. "Nina did it," she said, pointing as Mom stormed in. No questions, just blame. I hadn't touched it, but I didn't protest. I was older. She was crying. Mom sighed. "You're the big sister, Nina. You should have watched her." I got sent to my room. Sophia got a popsicle. By 12, she'd ruined my favorite sweater, a gift from Grandma with paint during an artistic moment. Mom just nodded. "Why didn't you hide it better, Nina? She's still learning." Sophia never apologized. She cried, got ice cream, and called me dramatic. I learned truth doesn't soothe. Tears do as adults. We weren't sisters. Just two people who grew up together, keeping peace for our parents' sake. Sophia skipped college, dabbled in yoga certifications, sold essential oils for 3 months, and ran an Instagram art account full of reposted Etsy finds and beachside coffee mug selfies. Her failures never stuck. They evolved. Mom and Dad cheered. "She's creative. Not everyone fits the mold, Nina." I didn't want her to fit a mold. I just wanted the $600 she owed me from her failed bath bomb venture. But I stayed quiet, watching her fail upward while they clapped. Then came the lunch. Mom invited me to a farm-to-table place she pretended to love but secretly hated for its prices. Sophia was already there, sipping a kale smoothie, looking like a discount influencer. They were too nice. "We need to ask you something," Sophia said, then dropped it. "Can I use your name and address for a business account? It's for my art project. Nothing shady, just easier since I'm between leases. You're so reliable." That word, reliable, always meant boring, easy to pin things on. Mom chimed in, "It's temporary, Nina. You're good with paperwork." I didn't snap, I just said no. Calm final. Sophia blinked, flashed a fake smile. "That's fine." Lunch ended early after that, the cold shoulder set in. No Christmas invite, a passive-aggressive email from Dad about supporting family, Sophia unfollowing me on Instagram. I told myself I didn't care, but I did. I thought saying no would set a boundary, not make me the villain. They just cut me out, life got quiet. I built a calm home with Malik. No yelling, no staged tears, no broken vases. But when that box arrived on my birthday, I knew it wasn't random kindness. It was calculated. Malik tapped the box. "See that?" I leaned in, heart stumbling. The font, the glossy wrapper, the barcode, it was familiar. A year ago, we'd visited Sophia's place to return dishes. Her hallway was a maze of boxes, packing peanuts everywhere. She called it inventory. I'd picked up a box just like this one, same logo, same varnish and glue smell. She'd laughed, told me to put it down. "The supplier's strict," she'd said. "Not careful, not expensive, strict." Now that same supplier's box sat on my counter, my name on a fresh label, unrecycled, deliberate. I didn't speak. Malik didn't either. This wasn't a repurposed gift box, it was a shipment, intentional. Sophia guarded her things like a dragon, she'd never let this slip. When Mom called to confirm I'd gotten our gift, I hit record. Not paranoia, just instinct. I knew they weren't sending love. They were sending trouble. The knock came, a cop, polite but stone-faced. "Are you Nina?" I nodded. "Report of a suspicious package. Can we take a look?" I let them in. The box sat there untouched. "That's it," I said. They asked if I'd opened it. "No." They put on gloves, sliced it open. Inside, bubble wrap, decorative trinkets, soulless items people buy to seem refined. A few figurines, a certificate of authenticity, and a shipping slip with my name. One cop scanned a QR code, exchanged a glance with his partner. "Know what these are?" he asked. "Art, I guess," I said. "Know where they're from?" I shook my head. "My parents sent it as a gift." I played Mom's recorded call, her hollow "You're our girl" ringing out. They nodded, took the box like it was toxic, and left. "You're not charged, but this matches an active investigation," they said. I sat at the kitchen table, my coffee still warm, mocking me with its normalcy. 3 hours later, Mom called again, her sweetness gone. "How could you? You told the police it was Sophia's." "I told them you sent it," I said. "You know what this means for her." "Yes, I do. You could have stayed quiet, said it was a mistake." "You called to confirm I got it, then tipped them off." Silence. Then Dad's voice low. "We thought they'd seize it and move on, not trace it back." "But you thought they'd trace it to me." More silence. "You're stronger, Nina," he said. "Sophia's not built for this." And I am. "Because I don't have kids, I just bounce back?" Mom cut in. "You've always been the tough one. Look what you've done." I hung up. Malik brought me tea, sat across from me. "They really thought I'd open it," I said. "They did," he replied. That was it. A week later, a detective called mid-serial. "Your name's on documents tied to your sister's business," he said. "Ever register a company?" I laughed. "I tried selling a bookshelf on Facebook once." He didn't laugh. "There's a digital signature and a business email, ninaweller73@sketchart.designs." He sent the signature. It was my name, but not my handwriting, a clumsy forgery. "Recognize it?" "No." "Could your sister or parents have accessed your documents?" I paused. "Yes, years ago, taxes, IDs, I used to trust them." A business license, my old address as a return center, Sophia's devices, fake email, all tied to me as a silent partner for over a year. "Of course," I muttered. I sent a formal statement denying involvement, including my real signature. For comparison, Sophia faced charges. Wire fraud, identity theft, corporate fraud, import violations, and in my head, being the neediest sibling alive. She pleaded out 2 years probation, a hefty fine, no business license for years. My parents got conspiracy, aiding and abetting, pleading guilty to naivety. Suspended sentences, community service, fines, their names on public record. No more just her parents' excuse. I didn't attend the hearing, didn't need to see Sophia cry in a cardigan while Mom clutched her hand. The transcript mentioned my name 12 times. No apologies, They asked to meet just them at a courthouse cafe. I showed up late, bought the priciest pastry to make a point. Mom tried her guilt-tripped face. "We didn't know she used your name," she said. "You didn't ask," I replied. She said it was just shipping. "That's how fraud works, you ship it and hope no one notices." Dad tried his rational act. "We thought it was temporary, she said you'd be fine with it." She also said I'd open the box. Silence. "Mom went for it. You're stronger, Nina. No kids, no one depending on you. We thought you'd handle it." There it was, rehearsed and cold. "You threw me under the bus because my life's easier to lose," I said. "That's not what we meant." "It's exactly what you meant." I stood, left my coffee, and said, "Enjoy your community service. Maybe you'll learn what work is." That night, I blocked them, erased every contact, every backup, every emergency number. Not out of anger, but necessity. They don't get access to me anymore, not even the version they invented. The next morning, Malik brought coffee. We sat in the kitchen, sunlight spilling in like it was ours. "You okay?" he asked. I sipped. "I'm done." Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.